Hey, how's it going? So, really starting this Monday, so it's been a couple of days. I've really hit the eating thing right hard. What does that mean? That means less than 60 carbs a day, eating only in a certain window from 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. Um, and high protein, gallon of water a day, all that good stuff. That coupled with my working out that I've been doing, hopefully I'll shed the gut. Not hopefully, it's gonna happen. I mean, I've lost lots of weight before and that kind of thing. But this time I really wanted to couple it with eating right, and so people started sending me stuff. So this is going to be a review of the things that were sent to me. So this first part is I unbox it, I unwrap it. This, I believe, is our low carb tortillas, which is amazing. Um, I mean, I kind of hope they're corn. I would assume though that they're flour based. That would make the most sense to me. Um, One net carb tortillas. Boy, they're tiny, and that's okay. Oat fiber, blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, sure enough, they don't got a lot of carbs, and they got fiber, so it's one net carb per tortilla. Um, the obvious answer is, what am I going to do with these tacos? So I'm going to have to do some prep for that. Um, what am I going to cook these in? Multigrain. I don't know if I'm just going to steam them to get them like nice and hot and soft, or if I'm actually going to fry them up. Um, Maybe I'll experiment with both. That's what I'll do with these. Yeah, I'll experiment with what form I like them the best. Um, let's open this up next. Says on the outside what they are: flock chicken chips. They come to a box. Eight bags of these come to a box. Boop. What are they? Chicken skins, culinary seasonings, and that's it. Wow. How many carbs do they have? None. Good deal. Sweet. Got some protein in them. So I'm going to try these as well. That'll probably be the first thing I try. Though I'll put these in separate videos and then throw them all together, depending on what I decide to do. And then finally, and I'm excited about this one, Magic Spoon cereals. Person who sent this said they were sending this to me, and they decided, instead of guessing what flavor I would want, since you had to get them in 4 boxes anyway, and I looked it up. It's not cheap, right? But ooh, I gotta tell you, if it fills that like cereal urge, it's worth it. So frosted. So this is like the equivalent of their frosted flakes, right? Net carbs 4 instead of 31. Wow. No sugar. 13 grams of protein. Grain free, gluten free. Awesome. Scared. So there's like the frosted flakes version. And of course I'm going to try all 4 in the same video, but there's peanut butter flavored cereal. Sweet. There's fruity. So this is like your Fruit Loops or Doom Loops. What? Yeah. And then last we have cocoa. So I'm down. So I'm going to try all of these bad boys. The 4 kids cereals. I'll do the tacos tonight. And then I'll probably try the chicken chips very soon. Like before I go shopping to get the stuff for the tacos. I think all I need is like the ground beef. In any case, I'll be right back. Cool. So the first thing I'm going to look at are these flock chicken chips. Yeah. I think it's chicken skin that's been puffed up to have the consistency of like a potato chip. And then all it's got is seasonings and the chicken skin. That's it. So they're healthy for you, right? It's protein, no carbs whatsoever. There's fat in there. I mean, it's chicken skin, right? This bag is a bitch to open. No, there, I got it. And there's 8 bags of it. Hopefully I love them. Oh, they smell good. Yeah, if you like the skin of the chicken, like the breading part, it's very reminiscent of that. It's like the parts, you know, you're having KFC fried chicken, and then there's the parts at the bottom, and you kind of get up and eat. That's what you're doing. It's seasoned nicely. Not over the top or anything. I would let my kids try this too. All right. I don't know how much they cost because they were sent to me as a gift. But especially because I'm on the road all the time, would I throw one of these in the car to have as a snack? Absolutely. Is it the same as a potato chip? Nope. Like a lot of the trappings are there. You get that satisfying crunch. It's definitely savory, but I don't know. The taste isn't quite there for me. It's not bad. Like I said, it's seasoned properly. It's chicken skin / fat. So it's kind of satisfying on that level. I don't know if I could eat bag after bag after bag of these, right? It doesn't have like that addictive quality like potato chips can. You know, if I have a can of Pringles, I knock the whole thing out, no problem. This, I definitely wouldn't be like super addicted to them and eat them again and again and again. But like I said, it's kind of like how I would treat like a good protein bar. Would I throw it in if I thought about it in the car and have it when I got hungry? Sure. And this would serve much the same purpose. I would be lying if I said that I loved it. For certain people, they would probably adore this. I'm a little disappointed if I have to put it on like if I had to say one thing about it, I'm a little disappointed in it, but it's definitely not bad. Cool. What up? Got the Doom Loop shirt, got the bowl and the spoon, got milk over here. We're going to dive into these cereals. Let me pick the one that, because I opened them all, so that way you wouldn't have to watch me struggle with a bag and a box the whole time. And I said I'm going to go from the one that had the least pleasing smell to the best. So the one that's described as frosted, I don't really care for that smell. Now, because these don't have sugar, right? So I don't know what it is sweetened with. I suppose I could look. Monk fruit extract. The tapioca starch in there. Some agave. All right, well, we're going to try that first. They're in this kind of like pleasing miniature Cheerio kind of loop shape. Whoop. See what I'm saying? I probably shouldn't have put so much since I'm going to be eating 4 bowls of stuff. Especially if I don't care for it. That's not bad. The frosted one kind of hits you on the back end with a little bit of aftertaste. I wonder what the grain is. Whey protein. Oh, it's like a tapioca starch, I guess. Not bad though. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right. If that was jarring for you, it's because I realized like you don't want to watch me palate cleanse and all that. So I take some water, swish it around, make sure the bowl is clean for the next thing. The second least pleasing was as far as just when I opened the bag, cocoa, which I would expect to actually be all right, but yeah, that smell isn't really doing it for me at all. Put in just a little bit. It's weird. It looks like burnt whatever, right? With the white poking through. I assume it's the same thing. It's like tapioca base. Definitely not sweet. It's not like sickeningly sugary sweet. The other one, the frosted, it felt like they were trying to hit that like sweet tooth, and that made it taste a little weird to me. Whereas this one, just having the cereal, I should have done that with the frosted, just had it without the milk first. This one, I'm pretty hopeful because it's actually not sweet at all. But it's definitely got that like sort of chocolatey flavor without being overly sweet. So hopefully with milk it works. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. In fact, I can already tell that this might be something that I do. So this is peanut butter. I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the peanut butter by itself at first. Peanut butter smells very like peanutty, like fresh peanutty. It tastes all right. It's like if you've ever had like no sugar whatsoever added peanut butter, or it just tastes like peanuts and it's kind of salty. That's what this cereal's like. So I'm going to put a little of that in with the chocolate because this is how I would eat it. I would imagine this is how a lot of people would eat it. Peanut butter is already a part of my life because the carbs that I get tend to be from like all natural peanut butter. So mix it all together. Let's see how it do. It's all right. It definitely takes adjusting. I mean, keep in mind, I've been only eating on this tight way that I'm eating since Monday. I have not adapted yet. And I've found in my experience in the past that it takes a little while to adapt. And that's okay. That's what these things are here for. is once your taste buds adjust, like don't think that you're going to pick these things up and it's like, oh man, it's like Cocoa Puffs, except exactly what I want as far as health wise and no carbs. And it's not. I'm not going to lie to you and say it is. However, I can tell that after an adjustment period where I stick to the 60 carbs or less thing, because I've done that for incredibly long periods of time and lost huge amounts of weight. So I know it works. And I know that substitute stuff definitely fit the bill and was much more pleasant and enjoyable on that sort of like sensory eating scale once I had gone low carb for an extended period of time. Then I can tell you that stuff like definitely worked much better. I've had the peanut butter by itself, the chocolate by itself, and I can definitively say when you get them in there together like that, that's your best bite. So what do we got left? Fruity. Holding out now a lot of hope for Fruity. I'm hoping Fruity will be my go-to. I don't think I have my go-to yet out of the Magic Spoon cereals. So let's see. Fruity. These smell the best. It's definitely got that like Fruit Loop-esque smell. And if you know what that smell is, you know what I'm talking about. It's definitely got that vibe about it. That sort of fruit cereal, yet like definitely artificial. But so that part alone is kind of the most satisfying out of the four, right? Like I said, it was the smell that I enjoyed the most. That's why I'm doing it last. Oh, now, Fruit Loops, as we found out recently, it didn't matter what color the Fruit Loop is, they all taste the same. I'm gonna put in one of each. The blue, the red, and the yellow. They all taste the same. So just like Fruit Loops. And I gotta tell you, so far, we have a winner. That is like, I'm not gonna say it's exactly like Fruit Loops, but it's got the smell. It's got a lot of the taste. You can see the excitement in my face. If I could have a Fruit Loop-esque cereal, except much better for me, that would be my go-to. Like I've ever bought Magic Spoon boxes for myself. Right now, without even having tried it in milk yet, it's fruity all the way. Let's see. The thing is, I'm really happy with oatmeal. The oatmeal that I eat. But, you know, the thought of like, for a dessert, just chilling in front of the TV and just having a bowl, this is decent. Not quite Fruit Loops, but it comes closer than any of the other cereals to what they're supposed to be kind of a low carb representation of. This definitely comes the closest. Oh yeah. So, just to give a perspective, the leading fruity flavored cereal brand, we're going to assume that's Fruit Loops, okay? With a serving of this, you're going to get 13 grams of protein as opposed to 3. Now you're saying, like, is that big of a deal, Steve? It is, because as I'm trying to hit a gram of protein per pound of weight that I want to be, it's hard. I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6 feet tall, and my frame is naturally a little bigger. Oh, look at that. Right? So if I can get 13 in here and there, in addition to the protein that I consume tons of. That's a difference maker, right? Here's the big thing though. 4 net carbs per serving for our friend Magic Spoon Fruity, as opposed to what I would presume is Fruit Loops at 29 grams. I gotta have 1 bowl. I gotta have 2 small bowls of Fruit Loops, and then I'm done for the day for carbs. That's not okay. 0 grams of sugar, as opposed to 13 grams of sugar. And it's grain-free and gluten-free. In fact, one of my clients, he has to go gluten-free, and he's really upset about it. But I know that he's got like Fruit Loops in his house. Like, this is something I'd be like, bro, try it out. So the last thing we've got are the tortillas. Multigrain, good stuff. It's got salt in there. It seems like it's a good deal. They're really small, so I think just like tiny little slider tacos will probably be the deal. I'm worried less about the taste. I think these will be just fine. Then how to get a proper texture so I can get that satisfying thing. I have to be honest, I'm not a soft taco guy. So I'm thinking of not doing the steaming thing at all. If that's something that you like, great. But why put myself through something that the way that I wouldn't prepare it, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna get some taco stuff ready and fry a couple of these up, and I'll be back with that video next. Hey, so this will be the final thing that I review for my low carb food series that people have sent me. So what are these? These are the tortillas. Yeah, 1 net carb per tortilla. Now they're really tiny. Whoop. You can see I cooked these up, crisped them up, made my special cooking. Look at that steam, baby. The taco meat, and I got the shredded cheese ready to go. High hopes for this, because I like the shells crispy, and I like to do them myself, and it was really easy to work with. I also saw that this same company actually puts out like the 12-inch tortillas as well that have 11 grams of carbs. So if you want like a big old burrito, I can certainly do one. I mean, 11 is not bad to me, right? Because that's like a whole meal if I do this thing. So, but I'm gonna make these little slider baby tacos. Boom, hit it with the meat, hit it with the cheese. Now, I know I can trust the cheese. I know I can trust the meat part, right? Onions, garlic, spiced it up, got the chili powder in there, got all of that stuff in there, the cumin. I do it right. I'm only half white, so you know I spiced it right. A little taco, looks good. Let's listen. Yeah. Highest marks of the day go to these tortillas. Now, they are mega thin. Mega thin. So I imagine the 12-inch version, same thing. Wide, thin. I would imagine if I hit these with the steam and kept them soft, that they would work just as well on that. But they are really thin. And they're also whole grain. So they're very hearty. They hold everything really well. When I crisp them up, they're holding their shape really well. The texture is very pleasing. So you're looking at basically a 3-bite taco per tortilla. That was pleasing. I'm glad I saved that for last, honestly. So, to recap, the Flock chicken chips, I think it's an acquired taste. The cereals, the Magic Spoon cereals, I would say the frosted version is my least favorite. Peanut butter and cocoa are kind of tied for eh. And then the bomb is fruity. Fruity! And these tortillas, high marks. I would maybe buy the tortillas on my own. That's how much I like them. If there's any other kind of low carb food you want me to try, I'm going to be nothing but honest about it. Or even if you have a suggestion, maybe I could go pick up some. I saw that there was like low carb ice creams. Ice cream is also something that I really enjoy. And the thought of having a low carb ice cream is too wonderful to be believed, if I'm being honest. In any case, bon appetit to you. Best of luck with your health and eating and fitness goals. And I will see you later on. Yeah. Those tortillas, I think it's from Mr. Tortilla or something like that. It's good stuff, baby.